My name is Dakota. I never imagined I would become a widow at 34, but life has a cruel way of rewriting futures. Now here I am, Dakota, sitting at the kitchen table at 7 a.m., struggling to get my 7-year-old son ready for school while tears press behind my eyes. It's been 8 months since the accident at the construction site took Mark from us, and still, the grief stabs like it happened yesterday. Those first months were nothing but a haze. Paperwork, relentless sobbing, nights without rest. If it weren't for Sarah and Jim, Mark's parents, I might not have survived it. They've been more than supportive. They've been life-saving. Every day, they pick up Tommy so I can focus on holding my job together. They show up without question, without judgment. Every visit ends the same. Sarah tries to give me money. "Sarah, I can't take it," I say, refusing the envelope she quietly tries to slip into my bag. "Dakota, please," she replies, her voice gentle but firm. "We know the insurance company paid you well, but this is about us helping our family." And yes, it's true. The insurance paid out $300,000 after Mark's death. I have a good job as a marketing director. We are okay financially, but it's never been about the money. It's about their unwavering love, something I've never received from my own parents. My family made it clear years ago that I was the disappointment. My mother's favoritism toward my older sister Rachel was never subtle. Even now, Rachel's kids are treated like royalty, while mine is barely tolerated. Just last weekend, Tommy was so excited to see his grandparents. Within 20 minutes, my mother was sighing and rolling her eyes at his innocent questions. "Why is that clock making noise? How does it work?" Questions any curious child would ask. Her response? "Dakota, can't you control him? Rachel's kids never behave like this." And that was it. My child was once again cast aside for daring to be inquisitive, while Rachel's children sat silent, buried in their phones. I've held my tongue for so long, even when they criticized my parenting, even when their help came laced with cold indifference. They occasionally step in, if I'm stuck at a meeting, if Sarah and Jim are unavailable, but their assistance is transactional, never given with warmth. Then came the dinner invitation. A week after they visited my home, my mother called, insisting we attend a family gathering. I felt uneasy, but I agreed. Rachel was already there with her 3 children, each one glued to a screen. As if rehearsed, she launched into a speech about how expensive everything had become. Then, casually, she dropped the bomb. "Dakota, I think you should help Mom and Dad out. I'm going to send them $500 a month. But you make more money. You only have 1 child. You could send $1,000. It hit me like ice water. "What?" I asked, stunned. "You're in a better place now. It should be easy," she said. Blood rushed to my ears. I wanted to scream. I am a widow. I lost my husband. That money is for Tommy's future, not theirs. But then my mother chimed in, "Send money to help the family, Dakota. The future can wait." And I did. Despite every fiber of my being rebelling, I sent them $1,000 every month, hoping, naively, it might stitch some kind of bond back together. But I was a fool. The money didn't buy love. It bought silence, excuses, cold shoulders. I'd call, ignored. I'd ask for help, denied. There was always some reason, some obligation more pressing than my son. Then Christmas came. My mother announced they were hosting a dinner, but only for adults, no kids. So I left Tommy with Sarah and Jim and drove over, heart heavy. And there they were, Rachel's kids, running around the house like they owned it. Not only were kids allowed, they were welcomed. My son was the only one excluded. That was my breaking point. I stood in the center of the room and said, "Mom and Dad asked me not to bring Tommy, but now I see the other kids are here." My son was excluded from Christmas while others were embraced. I won't stay quiet anymore. Silence. My mother couldn't even look at me. That night, I ended it. No more money, no more visits. No more tolerating being used while my son is tossed aside. It wasn't an easy choice, but it was the right one. Because family isn't who shares your blood. It's who shows up. It's who protects you, lifts you, and loves your child like their own. That's what Sarah and Jim have done. That's what my parents never could. And I've learned, sometimes the bravest thing a woman can do is say, "Enough."